तो आज का ये वीडियो होने वाला है ऑन सिलेक्टिंग योर राइट रिमोट टीम मेंबर्स. बट in choosing a remote team member, you have to go one step ahead than this. You have to decide how they are going to work, what is going to be the pattern of work, and what is the expectancy that you have from them. And फिर skills को judge कीजिए, क्या उनके skills वाकई में आपकी कंपनी के लिए beneficial है. If yes, hire them. If not, fire them on the go. Don't let them start work with your company because that's not really going to help you out. Today, most of the service businesses are working on remote teams. Remote teams क्यों? ये आज की ज़रूरत हो गई है because it's a form of getting good talent from anywhere around the world coming to your business to do the work that you want. Well, while most of the service business owners take it as a cheap source of getting the human capital for their business, but let me tell you, it is not always about being cheap, but it is also about getting the best of talents from around the world. बट प्रॉब्लम कहाँ आती है? प्रॉब्लम ये आती है कि जब भी हम रिमोट टीम्स ढूंढने जाते हैं तो हमें ऐसे टीम मेंबर्स मिलते हैं जो शायद इतने स्किल्ड नहीं हो या जो शायद हमारे बिजनेस के लिए इतने अच्छे नहीं हो. तो आज का ये वीडियो होने वाला है ऑन सिलेक्टिंग योर राइट रिमोट टीम मेंबर्स. Selecting a remote team is a challenge in itself sometimes because जैसे पर्सन आपको चाहिए वैसे मिल जाए ज़रूरी नहीं है. सेकंड, जैसे पर्सन आपको चाहिए उस रेट पे मिल जाए ये भी ज़रूरी नहीं है बिकॉज रिमोट पर्सन्स ऑल्सो कम एट अ पर्टिकुलर प्राइस पॉइंट. अगर आप चीप साइड पे जाना स्टार्ट करेंगे तो यू विल गेट फ्रेशर्स, college dropouts, college people, just freshers who have done 1 or 2 years into business, and it becomes very difficult to explain them or understand them. Then the only way is to keep them and train them as to what you want. So if you are ready to train, then it's okay. But if you are looking for an expert into a particular field to work as a remote team member, then this method will definitely not work. Training is an essential part. You can train anyone, but training to an extent is okay. Training every time and every second day is not going to help you at all. So understand this, and let's today dive deep into how you can have the right remote team member for your business that not only takes the responsibility but also adds value to your business. Hi, I am Coach Sakshi, a mompreneur turned business coach currently helping businesses to scale and become premium brands. And 80% of my team are remote teams. That's the reason why I understand the criticalities of hiring a remote team and managing them. तो आज का वीडियो बहुत स्पेशल होने वाला है क्योंकि मैं आपको एग्जैक्टली वो स्टेप्स बताने वाली हूँ जो मैं खुद करती हूँ अपने बिजनेस में टू एंश्योर दैट आई गेट द राइट काइंड ऑफ रिमोट टीम मेंबर. सो लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड. फर्स्ट इज द रोल डेफिनेशन. Why do you want a particular person in your company to work with you? Well, while most of us, when putting up a hiring note onto LinkedIn or any of the job websites, we put a generic role description that is known as job roles and responsibilities. But in choosing a remote team member, you have to go one step ahead than this. You have to decide how they are going to work, what is going to be the pattern of work, and what is the expectancy that you have from them. So it's not just about you meeting them daily because when you hire remote teams, it is practically not possible to meet your team daily. Your team meetings would be either weekly or twice a week maximum to help team understand what they need to do continuously for your business. So let's make this very clear from the start. When you start hiring, instead of just writing words like must be a good conversational person, must have this skill, must have that skill, it's better to be very role centric. So while key skills is one of the factors, there is also more to add to it. Let me go down deep into this. What is more that you should add while hiring a remote team member? The hiring note must include a hiring scorecard. Now, what is a hiring scorecard? Well, it determines how much work a particular person can deliver when working particular hours for your business. while remote teams work from home or from a remote office, it is always difficult to track their work. But giving them a responsibility to track their own work and come back to them with the expectations that we have can definitely help you to get a better productive remote team worker. So just think about it. What is it that you must mention? Let me list it down for you. First, key responsibilities. What is this person responsible for? Second, success metrics after 30, 60 and 90 days of work. Whenever you keep someone for a remote project, ensure that at least they are working with you for 90 days, because that's the time span when the person can understand your business and you can understand the person, whether the person is the right fit or not. So make a track record of their 90 days. What are your expectations in the next 90 days from them? What is the work that they should do, and what is the success rate that you are looking forward to? And the third is the tools and systems that they have. This is very, very necessary. Having an understanding of tools and systems, while you won't be able to provide them because you won't be able to give them the systems, the laptops, the technical things that are required, or the softwares that are required in some of the cases, sometimes you will have to rely on them using the best of systems, using the best of tools, using the best of softwares. So when you are putting up a requirement, if you have a particular requirement for a particular use of software or tools, ensure that your very first hiring post has this requirement in place so that you are not wasting time hiring wrong people. The next step is to have a real-time task test. Well, while most of us hire people like video editors, videographers, photographers, or any kind of small gig worker, it is always necessary to test their work. Now, testing work again, most of the business owners, whenever I say of testing work, they are like, ma'am, but then I tested it with one video, ma'am, I tested it with one article, ma'am, I did test it with one particular style. Well, I would like to give you a detailed task list of what needs to be done when you are hiring a new remote worker. Whatever are the tasks that you actually want the person to do, you can always pay a small price point for that task and let the person do 4 to 5 different categories of tasks so that you understand and you can ensure whether that person is really workable or not. Well, a major mistake that most of the business owners do is that they test only one skill. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अगर मैं एक वीडियो एडिटर हायर करती हूँ तो मैं उसको बोलती हूँ मेरा एक वीडियो एडिट करके दिखा दो. अगर मैं एक वेबसाइट क्रिएटर हायर कर रही हूँ तो मैं उसको ये बोलती हूँ कि मुझे एक सैम्पल या डमी वेबसाइट दिखा दो जो आपने पहले बनाई है. Well, to be very honest, do you actually know if the work was done by the same person? You don't have a track record of whether the work was done by the same person or not. So the best thing is give your own raw resources to the people and ask them to modify. उनको on ground आकर के काम करने का मौका दीजिए and फिर skills को judge कीजिए. क्या उनके skills वाकई में आपकी कंपनी के लिए beneficial है? If yes, hire them. If not, fire them on the go. Don't let them start work with your company because that's not really going to help you out. The next thing is to evaluate communication skills. While working remotely, it's very, very important that the person has good communication skills. Well, I have had cases in the past where I hired editors and I hired people on roll, and after giving one feedback, these guys just ghosted me. They stopped replying to my messages. They stopped coming back either. So this kind of a process actually wastes time in selection. If you don't want to waste your time in selection, then judge the communication capabilities of that particular person. Now, how you can do this? Well, I have literally started doing this right now. I always ask people to submit their task by coming over a video call. That is, they need to show me the task on the video call live to me. Now, this small change has actually helped me understand whether they are looking forward to come and talk on screen and take the responsibility of the work that they have done. Being integrate in the work and showing the integrity and trust in the work that you are doing is most important as an employee. Are you taking the responsibility of the work that you have done or pushing it to someone else? क्योंकि ये हो सकता है कि वो person किसी और से काम करा रहा हो at the back end. So in order to judge that, have that person come on screen on a live call, let them sit with you and let them discuss the project details of what they think was good in the project, was bad, or could have been better. When you start discussing these things, you come to know whether that person is really trying to move forward and take your business forward, or that person wants to stick with the basic guidelines. Now, if a person wants to stick with the basic guidelines, that's an indication that the person is not looking forward to growth. And that means the person will not help or will not escalate growth for your business too. So a simple Zoom call can actually bring in a lot of clarity. Now let's get to step number 4. Step number 4 is test of ownership. Well, after you have judged the responsibility, the communication style of the person, it's now the time to understand how much the person wants to own a place in your company. What do I mean by own a place? Well, I don't want the person to come and sit on your board of director seat, but I definitely want that person to own your business as their business, to understand that all of you are equally working towards a collective goal. For this, what you need to do? Well, I've recently started doing this and this is working magic in my business. I give my team challenges to work on. So I just leave them with a hint that we are doing a new project launch. What is it that we must start doing? And this particular hint, they have to go, they have to research on our business, and they have to come back and what should be our next steps to move ahead in our business. Well, do you think I don't know it or they don't know it? Everyone knows how to do a particular thing after doing research after a particular point. But the point here is, कितने लोग वो पेन लेते हैं जा करके रिसर्च करके कुछ आंसर्स आपके लिए वापस लेकर के आने का? Well, those are your gem team members and you should always keep these team members in your team, क्योंकि जो लोग पीछे जाके काम करके वापस आगे आके आपको रिजल्ट्स देने के लिए तैयार होते हैं, वो लोग really dedicated होते हैं and they deserve to own a ownership in your company because they are slowly building your brand. So just think about it. Whenever you are hiring, put up a ownership challenge to these kind of people, and not only to them, but this ownership challenge should be put normally to your team members as well, to understand whether they are really aligned with your goal or the business goal, or they are thinking something else and you are thinking something else. After understanding the communication capabilities, the responsibilities and the ownership of the person, the last thing is to work on a trial period with the person. Well, why a trial period? Trial period helps you understand whether you are the right person to work with the remote team or not, and even the remote team member, is he or she the right person to work in your business? Just think about it. अगर आपने किसी को हायरिंग का कमिटमेंट दे दिया और अगर आपने उसको सैलरी पे करना स्टार्ट कर दिया, उसके बाद उसको उस पोजीशन से हटाना बहुत मुश्किल हो जाएगा, एंड ये चीज़ उसके लिए भी उतनी ही मुश्किल होगी जितनी आपके लिए होगी. तो इन तरीके की सिचुएशंस को अवॉइड करने के लिए एक ट्रायल पीरियड को ज़रूर रखिए. एट द टाइम ऑफ स्टार्टिंग इटसेल्फ, make sure that you are trying out this person at least for 15, 21 or 30 days. ये ट्रायल पीरियड आपके प्रोजेक्ट बेसिस पे होना चाहिए. मतलब आप उनको कुछ एक पर्टिकुलर प्रोजेक्ट देंगे, उनके कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स को ऑब्जर्व करेंगे, उनके ओनरशिप को टेस्ट करेंगे विद इन दिस 15, 21 or 30 days. The period can be dependent on the nature of your business. So once you have tested them and once you have taken the trial period with them, and you have paid them for this trial period, then you have good reasons to work with this person at a better salary structure, at a better work model, and also knowing them better as a person of what could be the use of this person in your team. Now, these particular steps can definitely help you take remote working as another chance for your business to grow your business. Well, let me tell you something. One of my companies, which is into software development, we have literally sometimes hired their developers from outside India just to get the best quality of development for our clients. Well, do you think we could have done this without remote working? Not at all. We could not afford to call that person to India, make them sit in our physical offices and then work from there. Rather, what we did was a little bit of smart move for us and for our client, because our client literally loved that software. So that's how even you can start cracking remote working teams. I hope you liked this video. Any questions, any confusions you have, do not forget to put down in the comment box. I'll see you in another video. Signing off, Coach Sakshi.